Alright guys, I finally got the spin-on filter for the JD 1050 for the hydraulics, and in case you're looking for one, this one fits. The Napa Gold 1229. Let me tell you what though, it's not a cheap filter, and you don't want to be replacing these too often. It cost me $70 plus tax. But I thought I'd bring you along for the first startup so you can see if it was worth it or not. The filter that was on it, I'm not completely sure what it was. It was a black filter with a bunch of hieroglyphics printed on it in yellow. There was no number, no markings, no nothing. So let's crank it up and see if it makes a difference. If you watch the other video, you know that especially when it's cold out, the hydraulics really have become a nightmare. And it's raining on my metal roof in the barns, so sorry. But yeah, I'd have to let it run forever to warm up enough to get them to even start to work. And I couldn't lift the heavy round bales. I could lift the smaller round bales, but the heavy ones, it just wouldn't do it. So enough of my blabbing. Let's check this out. Boy, you gotta love these John Deeres. This one anyway, man, it starts in any temperature without being plugged in. It doesn't have that capability. But all right, let's try it right away. Holy crap. Yeah, those are my makeshift round bale forks, some 4x4s bolted to the bucket. I can't even believe this, man. This is like ridiculous. Holy, look at that motion. And I'm telling you true, man, this thing has not been started since I replaced it. It hasn't been started in days, actually. Alright, so that was one of the best $70 I've ever spent. I think it was like 74 and some change with tax. And if you saw the other video, the one prior to this about the JD, when I replaced the screen in the transmission, I used that Starfire, I believe it's called, fluid instead of the JD recommended, the 2021 or 2020, whatever it is, I don't remember. But I did check the fluid right after I put the filter on, and it's, as you would expect, almost a quart low, but it's still nice, clean and clear. There's no moisture buildup in it. Right now this tractor doesn't get a ton of use, so it's got a lot of start and stop, start and shut off and forget about it for a week. But I know I mentioned in the last video about making a bypass for this spin-on filter, which I don't think should hurt anything. With that screen filter in the transmission is such a fine filter. If anything gets through that, it's going to be so minuscule, it's not going to hurt the pump or anything else. I looked at the filter I took off, and it's going to be a challenge to gut that filter. So what I'm actually thinking is draining it, cleaning it, yeah, you're going to think I'm nuts. Throwing it in the wood stove on top of a bed of really hot coals, and trying to burn out the element and clean it out so there's no element left inside. There's no way to do it, you know, internally, even though it's a ginormous hole for the threads where, you know, spins onto the flange. There's just no way to do it, like cut the insides out without opening the filter up itself. Either that, or I'm going to figure out how to make a block for this spin-on filter. But this is a huge difference, and this filter was definitely worth the time and effort and cost. So I just wanted to do this quick update. Today is December 15th. It's real close to Christmas. So hope you guys are having a great season and all is well, and we'll talk soon. Take care now.